lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Second down, Mariota. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Third and long here for Mariota. Trying to lay one up deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
He finds an opening past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup. And gets him to 2nd and 4.
Run! 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 The big boys came out to play. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming.
Second down following the run. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Martinez. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. This is Perry, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They keep it on the ground again. It's Perry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Chandler buying time to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Alongside the former defensive back, Charles Davis. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately that didn't work for them.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
To throw, it's Wentz. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 33. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Off-play action. Chandler. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Off the play fake. Chandler. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the Colts getting ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Bryant with a catch right side. 20, 10, touchdown Indianapolis. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Colts are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jags. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Fresh set of downs here. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3 yards remaining here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side at the 38-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So it'll be first down here after the run. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one?
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Perry. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Operating from the gun, Chandler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Throwing on first down. Chandler is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Mariota now on second down. Throw left side complete. That's King. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They run a draw here on second down. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Back now in Jacksonville. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And on the ground they go with a running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They run with Perry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now he's going to send this one deep right. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. That one goes for 36 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Into the red zone, Wentz. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Play action now. Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Design run for their wideout. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's King. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They find some open field here. And he's taken it all the way back for the return touchdown. And this game just got a little crazier. They're still alive here in the final stages.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now let's go. Boom. Gone. Gone. Over. Watching that, Marty. Gone. Let's go. Green, 39. Detroit. No. Check. Patriots. Check. Green. Leopard. No. Check. Patriots.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Check. Patriots. Now let's go. Leopard. Over. Leopard. Gone.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's into the clear. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Jacksonville, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll hit the road next week.